Trunks with pink strips. Round one. Really looking forward to this one. So is Scott. IBRAHIM Class, of course, in the black trunks, as said earlier on. He's the one with the dreadlocks. And SIBUSIso from South Africa.
Here we are again, Jimmy, with IBRAHIM Class in action, Jimmy.
Yes.
So exciting to see this young man back on the Rumble in Dar, promoted by the Jackson Group, Global Boxing Stars and Epic Sports Entertainment. And this fight is brought to you by the Tanzanian Tourist Board. Hashtag Visit Tanzania. KCB Bank for all your financial and banking requirements. Onimo Hotel Group for our biggest and best destination partner here in Dar es Salaam as we get back to the fight in round one. And we have Zingane actually putting on the pressure to Class, Jimmy.
Yes, usually Class is not to say he's a slow starter, but he likes to study his opponent. And when I was talking to him during the weigh-in, he says he's faced a lot of opponents. Most of them were really awkward, and he really struggled to find a way to contend them or to contain them. But later on in the rounds, he found a way. And when he says he finds a way, he really finds a way, and he usually finishes off in a classy way. That's IBRAHIM Class for you. Really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, fantastic. And again, though, but it looks there right now that the South African Zingane has actually started pretty well.
He has a good jab, good head movement as well. I like the way he's keeping his hands up. IBRAHIM Class also has a good jab. It's not as snappy as it usually is in the first round, but there's IBRAHIM Class. You never know. Quite unpredictable fighter in the first few rounds, but when he settles, oh boy, he's something else.
Yeah, you're right there, Jimmy. He's got good angles, IBRAHIM Class. You know a lot about him. I mean, I really rate this kid, Jimmy. I think he's going to be something special. I just, he's rise to every occasion. He's quite a slow starter, but as the rounds do go on, he gets better and better. But let's not underestimate Zingane, because he is really, really starting to show his class as well. He stays in the gym. He's a little bit older, as you know, than IBRAHIM Class, but he looks fit, he looks ready, and he's got decent movement.
Oh yes, he does. He does. A good feigning, good bobbing and weaving. He's slipping the punches, and he's fearless as well. And he's not respecting Class as much as I thought he would, because of Class's reputation and Class being the Tanzanian darling. So he's come here to fight Zingane.
Correct. Yes, he has. Yes, he's come here to fight, and he's putting the pressure on Class. He knows he's coming away from home. A little bit of clash heads there, but nothing to do with Class there. Class just stood his ground, and Zingane just ran into them there, with the nose straight onto the top of the head. As we finish round one, how do you score that, Jimmy?
I would score it even. I haven't seen any of the fighters who's done a lot to convince me that they should have this round. But the aggressor has been Zingane, and if I was to give points for aggression, or this round for aggression, I would give it to Zingane.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Jimmy, as well. I think Zingane's done enough to take that round. Unofficially, of course, people watching at home, we are not the judges. This is our unofficial from Jimmy Kwabe and Scott Patrick Farrell here ringside, as I see myself just through the ropes there as they pour water over Zingane. And what a great night of boxing it's been so far. It's absolutely, we've had knockouts, we've had cuts, we've had it all, Jimmy. It's incredible.
Everything.
I mean, everyone, the atmosphere is incredible. I don't know how my voice keeps going, but it's still there. There's excitement, Jimmy. I'm loving this. This is not a job. This is who I am as a person.
Oh, I'm loving my job. This is one of those days. Second round, Rumble in Dar, the second edition, live from the next door arena. My name is Jimmy Kwabe, of course, with Scott.
Oh, Jimmy! Jimmy is the best. He is like the best commentator I've ever worked with. He's a fantastically beautiful human being, loves boxing, loves his sport, loves his country. Jimmy's also a pretty famous actor as well, so it's a pleasure to have him right next to me. So you might watch him. What are you in recently then, Jimmy? What's your recent acting debuts, or should I say career? Where is it going?
It's a very popular series in Tanzania. It's on DSTV as well, on 160. It's called Jua Kali. Catch me there.
We will catch him there, as then looks like Zingane caught something there too from IBRAHIM Class, as we move into the final minute of the round number 2. And this is our co-main feature over 8 rounds. And, you know, Class versus Zingani looks quite... as Class gets caught there by a left hook, and it looks quite an even fight so far, Jimmy.
Yes, it is, and this is why I said there's a method to Class's slow starting. He usually likes to study his opponent in the first round, in the first or 2 rounds.
Yes.
And then he comes alive from the third, depending on the opposition.
Correct. This Class there, you know, he's like starting to put a few more combinations together now. You know, he's working off the jab a lot more. It looks like he's trying to measure his distance. Jab's going nicely between the guard. But Zingani's got some nice movement, Jim.
Oh, yes, he does. Good footwork as well. Good head movement. I just don't like the way he keeps looking to the referee. I don't know why fighters do that. It might cost him because you have to fight
him with the right.
Yes.
Sorry there, Jimmy. They just catch him with the right hand as we were just talking there. But 100%, I have noticed that a couple of times, Jimmy. You're right. He does look across to the referee quite a few times. Yeah, as if Class is doing something illegal. But we
you
can't
your
see
own
anything.
referee in the ring. Be your own referee.
Correct. Yes. Keep going until you hear that bell.
Yes.
Protect yourself at all times, Jimmy.
Yes, absolutely.
A very even match as Zingani keeps having a very good reply to IBRAHIM Class.
Oh yes, and in my opinion, Zingane is still in this round.
Yeah, he's taking the most out of Class tonight. As it stands, Jimmy, Class doesn't look the same fighter as I saw back in January. His timing and his footwork seems very flat, and his timing seems quite off. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree with you, but I think it's not because he hasn't trained enough. I think Zingane is really giving him problems, and Zingane has also done his homework on Class, and this is when a fighter has to reach deep down. When you're fighting a fighter like Zingane, who's not afraid of you, who's not afraid of your reputation, who's done his homework, and he's brave enough, when they get inside, he's exchanging as well. So he can fight, he can box as well. His jab is good footwork as well. Good combination, and he's throwing punches in bunches, and that is really giving Class a tough time at the moment. He has to go back to his corner, and he has to find a way now.
Correct.
He has to realize he's in a real fight.
Correct. He's, look, the good thing right now about Zingane is the fact that everything Class tries to throw at him, he's got an answer.
Yes.
He's got great head movement. He's moving very well. He's got his timing's very good. If you see there, he's just slipping underneath the punches, but staying inside on the fight. He's not like moving too far away. Just one little step, bam, jab, and he's got Class. But Class, last time I saw this, it took about 4 or 5 rounds for him to figure out his opponent in Moali. If you remember back in January.
I do remember that fight.
January, sorry, January.
I really remember that one.
And now he's, again on this round, Class just looks like he's just starting to get a measure on him. But again, Zingane comes back strong, and he's got all the answers. Remembering the Moale fight, this is why I would not be so worried if I was an IBRAHIM Class fan, because he really takes his time. He measures up his opponent the first 2-3 rounds. But at the moment, I don't think Zingane is letting him do that. Zingane is giving him quite a fight at the moment, and he's asking questions of Class, just like Moale did in the first 2, 3, 4 rounds. Yeah. So we yet to see what answers nice right hand there from Class. He's starting to pick his punches a lot better now, Jimmy. But the thing is now is we're forgetting something here. This is an 8-round fight versus, I think the last one was a 12-round fight. Class has got to get this together a lot faster than last time.
The crowd is juiced up. Right? The crowd is getting warmed up. Piga.
After what we just saw with Duradola versus Jongo, what an absolute war. There was some bad blood there, literally. Some of it nearly on us. But, it was another one of those crazy fights. You know, and the crowd here, they want to see a big Tanzanian victory, don't they? I think we need to see it too.
Yes.
You know? Oh, and Class comes in beautiful there. And that's when Class shows his class. That was nice.
That is classic.
Yeah, and again, yes. Oh, you see, this is it. And it's round number 3. Starts to get the measure of his opponent. Good
this
work
is
there
why I
by
said
Class.
I'm not worried as a Class fan at the moment, because I know the first 2-3 rounds, he has this method of measuring up his opponent.
Yes.
And then he starts coming alive after he finds a way. The 4th, 5th. So let's see. I'm not really worried, but I think Zingane is really giving him a fight.
Yeah, Zingane is, you know, I mean, he's tough. He's got you can see he's one of those fighters that's always in the gym. You know, you can just see that. I mean, he took the fight on late notice, I think with 9 days notice. There was a couple of opponents had to pull out through injury or other personal matters. And then Zingane drops in 9 days notice. At 9 days notice, he looks in great shape, Jimmy.
He looks in great shape. And to be honest with you, Class was struggling in the first 2 rounds, and that's because Zingane is disciplined, good head movement, and he has an answer to whatever Class is shifting his way. Look at that, very quick. After he throws, he's also very aware of what's going on
good
around
body
him.
shot there from Class. Yep. He works upstairs and downstairs very well, but there's a very good guard there, Jimmy, from Zingane, isn't there? He's got a very high guard. Elbows are nice and tight and tucked in. You know, it's quite hard to get through.
Yes, of course, he's done his homework.
Yeah.
He knows that IBRAHIM Class has very good combinations. I mean, you know, left, right, hook, all uppercuts, all of that. If you're not up to par with your guard, if your defenses are not up to par, then you're going to suffer against IBRAHIM Class.
Yeah, very true, Jimmy. Very true. As we go into round number 4. And, you know, I have this bout pretty much even at the moment. You know, I would probably say at a slight push, I would have had Zingane around ahead, but the way Class is coming back, I think he's evening it up right now.
He's not only coming back, he's also landing the match solid punches as well.
Definitely in this round, I'm really seeing Class become Class again.
There goes the Class jab. Oh, the classy jab.
Nice uppercut to the body there. Yeah, he's manoeuvring Zingane around quite easily now. Oh, this is nice work from Class. He comes in with a flurry there from Zingane. Jab there from Zingane.
The thing about Class, he doesn't seem phased by his opposition, regardless of where they're
nice
coming from,
shot.
regardless of the competition they're offering in the ring. He just keeps his composure, keeps his balance, and sticks to his game.
Oh, look at Class. The right connects from Zingane. Yes, Class replies immediately, almost at the same time, with a lovely inside uppercut there. Beautiful. Nice to see.
This is a good fight.
Great fight, great fight. Oh, we've had some great fights tonight, Jimmy. Well, it's great calling fights with you tonight. We've seen some drama. It's been incredible. We've had a few technical issues, but hey, who cares? It's boxing. This is what it's all about.
At the end of the day, we've had some amazing fights.
Oh, that's what we're here for, and that's what the fans are here for. So.
And to just think this is in the 4th round, unbelievable. Whatever next.
Correct. Zingane there keeps himself low and weaves between the flurry of punches from IBRAHIM Class, and Class is back on his man as Zingane moves to the side, starts to maneuver his man, he comes back with the straight right. He's trying to work him out as well as Zingane now. You know, he's realised that Class has stepped it up a gear, Jimmy.
Zingane has to keep his hands up. And his balance as well, because he seems a bit all over the place at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, he looks at all arms at the moment, where Class looks a little bit more composed than Zingane. As we move into the final 20 seconds of round number 4 at the Rumble in Dar 2nd edition here in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. I'm Scott Patrick Farrell. I'm joined by Jimmy Kwabe And here we are commentating for you at the Rumble in Dar, IBRAHIM Class versus SIBUSIso ZINGANGE as we end round number 4.
Just looking around, I'm seeing a lot of interesting people. One of our legends, I'm seeing him. Koba Kimanga is around the area. Just seen him. He's a legendary heavyweight fighter, and I think he was slightly disappointed seeing the way Jongo lost that fight. But he's around here. He's been a Tanzanian champion in 1986, 89, 1990, 91, 1994, 1995.
Wow, fantastic pedigree.
Olympic
what a guy.
Silver medalist.
Oh,
He's around.
there we go. You know, here he is watching his country and his sport rise to the top of elite level boxing here at the Rumble in Dar. I mean, this is exciting times for Tanzania, Jimmy.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I'm just so excited to be here. I love what I do. I love here working with you and what we're seeing as we now move into the next round with IBRAHIM Class versus SIBUSIso ZINGANGE. Round number 5. The Rumble in Dar here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania is brought to you by KCB Bank, DSTV Tanzania, Plus TV, get your bets with MBet, and the Tanzanian Tourist Board. Please visit Tanzania, what a beautiful country, and our hotel destination partners, the Onoma Hotel Group. As IBRAHIM Class starts to roll now on ZINGANGE, he is absolutely picking his target.
ZINGANGE is shaking his head, saying nothing there.
Correct.
But we all know when fighters do that, it means they're hurt.
Yeah, we all know that game now. Nothing really hurt me, but it did. It did, it sure did. And as Class still keeps within range there, he's kind of got his man's movement now. He's staying in the fight, just out of range at times. His guard is good, his movement's better, he's crisp on that jab. This is a great fight, Jimmy.
I'd like to see ZINGANGE go to the body more. It slows down Class. I've seen ZINGANGE landing a body punch, and I felt like it really hurt Class because I saw a wince, but he disguised it very well, like all boxers do.
And also, Jimmy, do you think like with this ring's got one of the larger size, Olympic size rings, isn't it? You know, these are huge. It's a huge ring. You know, it's great for the big heavyweights, but these super featherweights and featherweights get in there. You know, that's a long way to keep going around.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. This is good for the heavyweights, but for the lesser weights, like the welterweights, this is a huge ring.
It's a huge ring, you know, and it's actually making these guys really, really work. You know, I mean, we've seen a lot of tired fighters tonight, right?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Everyone's come here to fight, come here to win. You know, you get some undercards where you think they've just come along here to get a payday. No disrespect to any fighter out there. I don't mean any disrespect, but you know, it's often said that some fighters just turn up to get a payday, but I guarantee you here, the Rumble in Dar, we haven't seen any of that tonight, Jimmy, have we?
Not at all, not at all. This is the Rumble in Dar. It's the second edition. The first one was a massive, massive success, and we were all looking forward to this one. Like I said earlier on, was supposed to take place on the 26th, but because of you know, circumstances beyond our control, we're now here on the 28th of May, and we're witnessing some of the most exciting fights we've had in Tanzania so far.
Oh yeah, incredible. I mean, like, this is what I've been looking forward to this fight, you know, pretty much all week, thinking like, let me see how Class goes again. But they've got him a fantastic opponent in ZINGANGE. I mean, Mwali had a stronger jab, and you know, he was tough, but ZINGANGE is a good mover. You know, he's making good use of that big ring. You know, he's making use of the space he's got. As we end round number 5, Jimmy, where do you think we have it? I think I have Class at least 2 rounds ahead now, unofficially, of course.
Yes, yes, I think I agree with you, but I also think ZINGANGE is also presenting a different problem that Class has to find a solution for, which is ring movement. Now Class has to master how to cut off the ring. I haven't seen him do that. He usually puts punches together, good combinations, but now with the movement that ZINGANGE is presenting, he now has to cut off the ring and corner him and make sure he executes those combinations and ends this fight early. He does not want to get into the later rounds with ZINGANGE, believe me.
100%. That's fantastic fight analysis there from Jimmy Kwabwe, sorry, excuse me, as I lose my voice. And incredible stuff, because you know, Jimmy, you know these fighters, you know what they've been through, and I always love a fighter. Ibrahim Class, 25 wins, 6 losses. He's learned from those losses, like the legend Manny Pacquiao. He's learned how to come back and be a better fighter.
Oh yes, I mean, boxers learn quite a lot from losses than they learn from winning, which is the beautiful thing about boxing. And those losses, they taught Class a lot of things about himself, by the way, and about the sport of boxing. So he's not making those mistakes again. He's matured enough. He's almost seasoned at the moment, and I'm enjoying it every time he gets in the ring. But he's got an opponent who's gallant, who's fighting on, and who's presenting all sorts of problems for Class. So it's not going to be easy for him.
No, it's not. As we go towards the last 40 seconds in round number 6, and you know, you've got now Zingane. He is pushing forward on Class. There's some tough guys coming out of South Africa. Class is still, you know, being pushed back by Zingane, but nothing really troubling Ibrahim Class at the moment.
Not at all. I thought in the last round, Zingane presented a problem for Class because of his movement, but now it's Zingane is now pushing the fight, which could be dangerous for him because Class is a dangerous counter-puncher.
Yeah, I'm just watching that there just as you was giving me that great analysis again. He slips in a right hand straight over the top of Zingane's jab, and it was beautiful, great timing. He is a very Class fighter. Look at him, he's got great movement when he wants to put it together. He's a real magic box of tricks, isn't he, Class?
Yes. And he gets his power from those massive legs, as you see. For a small man, he's got massive legs.
Exactly. Look at that, the way he just handles that, so smooth and calm. He never panics. You know, that he's got so much control.
And composure.
Great composure, great composure. When he's under attack like that, he's like, yeah, it's no problem for me. Most of it was hitting the gloves, rubbing off the shoulders. Keeps him off on the jab. Every time Zingane is coming forward, he's always getting the last punch in his Class.
I think Zingane, yes, is brave enough, but becoming slightly reckless. And
that could cost him, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That could cost him.
He could run into
connects twice there on Class.
One of those good night punches.
Yeah, one of those good night punches. We saw one of those right earlier in the cruiserweights, ABU cruiserweight title fight when Duro Dola was cut above, I think, the right eye, if I remember, the right eye, the left eye, and then absolutely poleaxes Jongo, where his legs were just didn't feel it was the part of the same body, and it was over. Yeah,
there was absolutely no way the referee was going to let that one carry on.
As we end round 6 in the Rumble in Dar, brought to you by Global Boxing Stars, the Jackson Group and Epic Sports Entertainment, presented by KCB Bank, DSTV Tanzania, and Plus TV, MBET, Tanzania Tourist Board, the Onamo Hotel, Precision Air, and Urban Soul. As we're in the replay now, tell me a bit more about this replay, Jimmy. What are you seeing here?
Well, I think this is Zingane forcing the fight. That one didn't land flush. That one just grazed Class, and Class is now very aware that he's got a fight in his hand at the moment. And I think he has, in these coming rounds, he has to come up with a plan to actually stifle what Zingane is doing at the moment, because Zingane is not moving backwards at all. He's forcing the fight, and in some judges' eyes, by the way, this could be a very close fight because of the aggression that Zingane is presenting.
I totally agree with you.
It's not all Class all the way.
No, it's going to round 7. Class has got to work if he wants this win here in front of the local crowd here in the Rumble in Dar in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam. He's got to work for it, Jimmy, because Zingane's not going anywhere.
Not at all.
He's here too. He's here to win, right?
Yes. The brother from South Africa is here to fight, bra.
He is here to fight, bra. Is it Bru or bra?
Bru.
So tell me, when you saw Duro Dola knock out Jongo, do you have a Swahili word for that?
Oh man, We were not ready for that. If I was to tell you we had a word for that, I would be lying, to be honest with you. That caught us all by surprise. We didn't see that coming at all.
No, I actually saw it going the other way, to be honest with you, but that's boxing. That's the beauty of the sport we love, right?
We've been saying that all night.
Yeah, just always the same way. You know, you never know until the final bell rings. There's still two people there, they've got a chance.
Indeed, indeed.
Another great jab there, but Zingane's coming back with a few flurries of his own, but just not as accurate as Class at the moment. But that was better from Zingane to the body.
I think Class should go back to his jab and avoid, you know, fighting Zingane's fight. This is what Zingane wants. He wants that brawling. He wants that toe-to-toe action. That's a good left hook from Class.
Very good. Oh, as he comes back with a right of his own. Zingane. Class on the double jab there, nice, working off that jab. We're going to final minute and 30 seconds of round number 7. Here at the Rumble in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania with my co-commentator, Jimmy Kwabe.
That's a good uppercut off the jab by Class.
Very.
And every time Zingane lands a body punch, it hurts Class.
Correct.
It hurts Class. I don't know why he's not going to the body much more often, Zingane, because I can see it. It's working. The body punches are working for Zingane. He has to go to the body.
Correct. We've got a bit of a time here being taken by the referee for Zingane, which I don't like to see that. I didn't see much of a problem with that. I don't know why.
He's saying
he's taking a point.
I don't know.
He's
what
taken
for?
a point. He's taken a point. I've got no idea what for, why that happened.
What for?
That made no sense
No!
to me whatsoever. He pointed at the judges here and he said 1, and he pointed at the other judges on the other side.
Was it a low blow?
Well, we'll find out in the replay, Jimmy. Let's have a look now in the replay, Jimmy, and find out just what it was.
I didn't see any reason
attention.
why a point should be taken away. A warning, perhaps.
Very clean fight. I've seen nothing wrong with this fight. Let's take a closer look.
There we are. I mean, Zingane pushing the fight.
Yes, that's right, correct. Oh, low blow there. It wasn't low, it was kind of on the... It was just on the belt. Yeah, it was borderline, you know, and it was...
You can't take a point for that.
But he hasn't stopped him for that, has he? You know, unless there's some part of the replay here. But I'm not seeing anything here at all for him to do that. Well, I am actually shocked here, Jimmy, because what a beautiful performance. And for him to be taking a point off, if that's what's happened, it's just not right, because they've got a great fight, two great fighters in the ring right now. And
that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would take a warning, but take a
referee,
point.
take a look at yourself. You do a great job, but you know, we all make mistakes in the ring there. But referee, I didn't see anything there. But hey, without the referees, we don't get these fights. So we've got to support him. It is what it is.
Boxing, and this sort of thing.
It's the drama. It's the drama, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's all there. As we enter round 8.
To talk about later on.
Correct. We're in round 8, and we're going to the first 30 seconds of round 8. And again, he's getting a warning from the ref. And I don't know if I'm watching another fight, but I'm actually not noticing what he's warning him about at the moment.
I told you earlier on, every time Zingange goes through the body, it hurts Class.
Yes.
And he's realized that, and he's now going to the body. And you know, when you get hurt as a boxer and it's a good body punch and it's borderline, you will claim it's a low blow. And that's exactly what we've seen.
Exactly. As we go into the final minute of the final round, round number 8, IBRAHIM CLASS versus SIBUSIso Zingane. Zingange.
Yes.
Well, as you know, I am not from the African continent, and I will be learning Swahili and also pronunciations a lot better. I'm sure the judges are looking at me and thinking, who is that judge number 2?
Don't worry, Scott, I got you.
Thank you. But I'm working on it, guys. But what a great night. We've got a great team here, great broadcast team. And, you know, we're all putting together fantastic shows as Class stumbles there. And
No, what is the
why
referee
is he
doing?
stopping him when he's stumbling? I mean,
Class turned his back on his opponent.
referee, are you trying to fight this fight for Ibrahim Class? Ref, read the fight fairly. Referee this fight fairly, ref. This is not what we want to see. We are building a sport here in Tanzania, and we want to see fair refereeing.
I mean,
so
he
do it correctly.
He should have warned Class for turning his back.
Correct, exactly. It was Class that turned his back, and anyway, we're back on with the fight as we're going to the final 2 minutes, but I think a replay and the judges having a look here and thinking, let's take a look at some of those decisions. And Zingane can feel that he's on the back foot now.
That action took place right in front of our eyes. I mean,
correct. But you know, we don't have the official say, and maybe he's seen a few of the things in there that we may be missing. You know, and again, we have to respect the referee's decision at the end of the day.
Absolutely, we have to respect. He's the man in
Class
control.
looks in a bit of trouble there. Again, I'm not even sure. Class has just got his head down. Well, nice straight right there from SIBUSIso. Well, what a very strange ending to what was a great fight. I mean, there's two great fights there. I'm very interested as I enter the ring now, Jimmy. You will continue, but let's see what the judges have made of this fight.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that. Well, it's ended. What an exciting fight. We've had everything. It's been quite a roller coaster, this one. One moment it's Class, the other moment it goes to SIBUSIso ZINGANGE. And now ZINGANGE is having a bit of an exchange of boos and words with the crowd here. That's all. That's boxing for you. Oh, goodness me. What a night. This is the Rambo in the second edition. It's taking place at the next door arena in Dar es Salaam, Masaki. My name is Jimmy Kabwe alongside Scott, your commentators for the night. Ibrahim Class from Tanzania and SIBUSIso ZINGANGE. 6 rounds of action just done. It's now in the judges' hands. Well, on my scorecard, I would score this a draw, to be honest with you. That's my card. That's my card. It's not the final word. It's been an exciting fight, and I think I'm going to leave it to Scott right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just waiting now for the judges' final decision. What a great fight in the co-main feature of the evening here in the Rumble in Dar. Big round of applause for these two fighters. Fantastic night.
No.
We have a decision. Judge 1, Emmanuel Malundi, scores the bout 78-74. Judge number 2, Modis Rashid, scores the bout 77-74. Judge number 3 scores the bout 77-74, and your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, IBRAHIM Class.
Well, that's how the judges saw it. Well,